What a game, what a game. Welcome to Big 12 College Football Post Game, presented by Geico. Coy Wire here with Takeo Spikes, Victor Cruz, and Champ Bailey. Now this game ended up 41-13. Someone on this table predicted 42-13. Takeo Spikes, initial thoughts.
Man. Give him his props.
Worst we can do is let him win. Give him a little credit. You got it. You got it. Heck of a prediction. Heck of a prediction.
42-13. I saw it last night, man, with the film study that I slept with. And
Here we go.
You know, it was just
Here we
awesome.
go.
Yeah. Yes, he knows his stuff. The person who knows how to find the end zone. Joining us now, we have one of the stars of the game for the Arizona Wildcats, Mr. Trey Spivey. 3 catches, 80 yards on the day, 2 of those catches for touchdowns. How's it feel to get back in that win column, Trey?
Oh, man, it's great. I'm just excited, to come out with my boys. We had a tough one last week, so, being able to come back, bounce back, recover, and, just go out there and play like us felt great.
Trey Spivey, Victor Cruz here, man. Congratulations on a phenomenal game as you get some love there, deservedly so, man. Talk to me. First of all, your hands were on full display today, reaching out and grabbing that ball out of the sky. It was impressive to watch. Talk to me about your quarterback, though. Talk to me, week in and week out, it looks like you guys are just building on the rapport that you guys started the season off with. Talk to me about what it's like getting to meet him as you transferred over to Arizona and the synergy that you guys have up until this point.
It was awesome, man. I know when I hit the portal, almost immediately Noah DM'd me, and we got to talking. And, I came down, and, he's a big QB, you know what I'm saying? Like he's known in the QB world as one of the best out there. So, I didn't know what to expect when meeting him, but he's the most down-to-earth person I've ever met, one of the most humble people I've ever met, and he's a true leader. That's the biggest thing is you can talk about with him with anything, talk with him about anything. And, he's just always there as a leader and continues to make plays.
Spivey, Champ Bailey here. Great game, great win. Congrats on that. Now, I'm sitting here watching your game, and you're 6'4", about 215. You remind me of one of my former teammates, Brandon Marshall. Now, one thing he was really good at, he had great catch radius, big body, obviously, and he was good with the 50-50 ball. But another thing that people underestimated was his catch, his run after catch. Now, I see you make a few people miss today, which is impressive. Can you tell me, what are the things you work on to make sure you're on top of that part of your game? Because nobody expects that from a 6'4" receiver.
No, yeah, 100%. I say I work on just my footwork, my balance, being able to get in and out of breaks. I've always took a lot of pride in, being able to move anywhere on the field, so not just being an outside big body. I want to be able to dominate from every avenue of the game. So, in the slot, anywhere, being able to use my size and make people miss, because most people don't expect that.
Yeah.
Trey, what's up, man? Takeo Spikes here. Congratulations on a great game. I got to ask you, coming into this matchup, easily this could have been a trap game. Everybody knows Oklahoma State, they're wounded. What was the message from your head coach to you guys the entire week that really kept you locked in and you guys kept it from being that trap game?
I say response. That's something that we harp on all the time, being able to respond after bad plays, good plays. We just had a tough game, took a tough loss the week before, so it was all about responding, being able to bounce back and not letting our football team crumble because, we didn't do the right things last week. And then from our OC, just keeping our foot on their neck, always playing with violence, choosing violence every single time, and pursuing the end zone, making sure you get in there.
All right, Trey, this is Coy again. And before we let you go, you said your work on your footwork. We saw that in action on one of your touchdowns.
Footwork
We're
was on full
put that
display
footwork
today.
to work a little longer. We have a tradition here on Big 12 football on TNT. We've had Jordan Tyson, Brendan Sorsby doing the salsa. Make our man Victor Cruz proud. Trey, bring it, baby.
Let's see it, baby.
Get him, Trey.
Hey! Oh, he nice with it. Of course, my receivers would never disappoint. Our receivers will never disappoint. We appreciate you, Trey Spivey. Congratulations again on a great game. And the salsa hips are alive and well down in Tucson, baby. We love it.
Oh, my
Great job, Trey.
Trey Spivey, thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you, Trey.
Congrats on the big win. Man, he give you a run for your money, Vic. How about this tweet? We now proclaim October 4th, Trey Spivey, the 3rd day in Tucson. So it is spoken, so it shall be.
I love it.
Trey Spivey Day.
Incredible game from him. All right, let's get to some highlights from this game. Oklahoma State, Arizona. We had Gronk rolling out pre-game, getting ready. Noah
He's
Fafita.
focused, man.
I love the contrast of Gronk and then Noah Fafita right back to back. Two completely different vibes right
That's
there.
it. That mean slant pass and pulling his way in the end zone there for Spivey's first touchdown. His second, making dudes look silly.
I mean, that set the tone for the rest of the game.
Those
to
are
be
tough
honest,
tackles,
man.
man.
Tough tackles.
Yeah, look at him. Oh, he's got the moves down, Vic.
Yeah, he
All right,
does.
Fafita, he's going to complete a pass to Luke Wysong here. 47-yard touchdown, but look at the footwork on this.
The escape.
Sorcerer.
That was a zero blitz, guys. And he beat everybody up front. Ball time, allow his receivers, Wysong, to get free touchdown.
Going to the second half, it's third quarter, 1st and 10. Javen Watley in the end zone for the touchdown. And then Fafita completing his pass to Chris Hunter for the 29-yard
poised
start.
all day. Like he wasn't rushed.
It looked too easy.
It looked too easy for him today.
He almost threw for 400 yards, man.
Yeah,
376.
And he sat out most of the fourth.
Yeah.
Tying his career high is Fafita for touchdown passes in a game with 5 of them. So wonderful to have Mr. Spivey there with us. They also did a great job. Let's talk about that defense. You know, they shut down any trick play opportunity and didn't allow Oklahoma State to get any sort of momentum in this game.
That's what it was all about. I think when we think about what we said pregame, it was just play good football, good sound football. Don't allow Oklahoma State to get any confidence. And you saw that from the first snap to the last snap.
Yeah. And
ahead,
to
T.
that point, champ, they only gave up 2 explosive passes. And last week, the first 5 possessions, it was crazy because they gave up so much yardage just on whether or not missed tackles when we go back to the pregame show of guys missing tackles or just not getting the guy down. So when you have that ability to take away the big pass, don't allow those, and then you have 5 takeaways, as Coach Brennan talked about, it's going to make it easy. And that's the reason why you look at Fafita. He damn near had 400 yards passing because they gave him more opportunity.
Yeah, and shout out to Coach Brennan for having those guys prepared, coming off a loss a week ago, understanding that this could easily, like you said, TK, be a trap game or a game that they're not looking too heavily at and not be able to come out ready to play. I love what Noah Fafita's doing. I love what that offense is doing, but more importantly, that defense came to play and really understood the assignment for today, really shutting down the runner, shutting down any big play, knowing that they would be susceptible to those trick plays that Oklahoma State would try to do because they're wounded, because they don't have their full force offensively. They wanted to do some tricks and things like that going in, and they shut all of that down very early. So congrats to Coach Brennan and the team for getting a big victory today.
But okay, so Arizona, to me, there's still so much they can get better at.
I agree.
We can't ignore Fafita fumbling the ball inside the 5-yard line. We can't ignore the interception. So those are things that they can get better at. Although they played great today, those are plays they can look at, make sure they correct those, because that can't happen against the better football
I was just going to say, as they get down the season schedule here against better opponents, that will hurt them.
All right. Arizona back on track. Oklahoma State still some work to do. Upcoming schedule for the Cowboys, the October 11th game, Houston. That's on TNT. They have Cincinnati, then they're at number 11 Texas Tech, and at Kansas.
Don't get no easier.
It does not get any easier. Indeed.